Let's talk about fear. Not the scary movie kind. Well, not just that kind. We're going to dive into that raw, biological wiring that saves your life 1 second and then makes you totally anxious about a simple work email the next. It's all about that ancient and kind of overprotective alarm system inside your head. You know that feeling, right? You're walking somewhere, maybe it's getting dark, and bam, your heart just about explodes out of your chest. You jump back, your whole body clenches, and then, just as fast as it started, it's over. You take a breath, you might even laugh at yourself, your brain finally catches up and goes, oh, false alarm. But for that one tiny moment, the fear was 100% real. So what in the world just happened there? That's the big question we're unpacking today. And here's the spoiler. It's not a bug, it's a feature. It's an ancient, life-saving feature that, well, it's running on some seriously outdated software. Okay, so to get why you have that split-second freakout, we need to look at how information actually travels around inside your skull. Turns out your brain has this, let's call it an emergency shortcut. It's super fast, but it's not always super smart. So deep inside your temporal lobe, you've got these two little almond-shaped clusters called the amygdala. The best way to think of them? They're your brain's smoke detectors. They're not there to analyze the situation or think things through. Nope, they just scan 24/7 for one thing and one thing only: trouble. And the second they sense it, they pull the fire alarm. See, when your eyes see something, that signal splits and takes two completely different paths. First, you have the low road. This is like a direct, unpaved highway straight from your senses to the amygdala, that smoke detector. It's incredibly fast, but the picture it delivers is, well, it's blurry and low res. Then you've got the high road. This sends the same signal up to your cortex, your thinking brain. This path is slower, it's the scenic route, but it gets the full, crystal clear, high-definition picture. So let's replay that snake versus stick moment. Your eyes see a curvy shape on the ground. The signal hits your brain's switchboard, the thalamus. Instantly, a fuzzy message that just says, danger, snake-like thing, rockets down that low road to the amygdala. Your amygdala doesn't hesitate. It sounds the alarm and you jump out of your skin. Meanwhile, a few crucial milliseconds later, the much clearer, high-def signal traveling on the high road finally arrives at your cortex. Your thinking brain looks at it and calmly says, dude, relax, it's just a stick. The low road's motto is pretty simple: better safe than sorry. Now, this whole system is absolutely brilliant if you're trying to avoid getting eaten by a predator. But here's the catch. That ancient alarm system has not had a software update in a very, very long time. And this is where things get weird in our modern world. To your amygdala, there is absolutely zero difference between a saber-toothed tiger and a stressful email from your boss. Seriously. The threat of a looming deadline or a tough conversation, it can trigger the exact same physical life-or-death alarm as an actual predator hiding in the grass. This is why something like public speaking can feel so utterly terrifying. I mean, think about it. For our ancestors, being rejected by the tribe, being kicked out of the group, was a death sentence. You wouldn't survive on your own. So your amygdala learned that social judgment equals mortal danger. That heart-pounding fear you feel in front of a crowd, neurologically, it's the fear of being left for dead. Wild, right? And when that alarm bell starts ringing, your body prepares for battle. Stress hormones like adrenaline and cortisol just flood your system. Blood gets rerouted from your stomach, hello butterflies, and from your skin, that's why people go pale. Where does it go? Straight to the big muscles in your arms and legs. It's prepping you for the classic response: fight the threat, run away from it, or freeze and hope it doesn't notice you. Okay, hold on. If this whole fear response is so intense and, frankly, kind of unpleasant, why on earth do we seek it out? Why do we pay good money to go to haunted houses and ride roller coasters? Let's talk about the very strange joy of the scare. It's a fantastic question, isn't it? It feels like a total contradiction. We spend most of our time trying to avoid feeling this exact way, and then we'll literally stand in line for hours just to experience it. The secret here goes right back to those two roads in your brain. When you're watching a horror movie, your amygdala, your smoke detector, is getting all that low-road info, the jump scares, the creepy music, and it is screaming its little almond-shaped head off. Danger, we're all gonna die. But at the exact same time, your cortex, your logical high-road brain, is looking around at the movie theater and saying, nope, we're on a comfy couch, we're eating popcorn, this is not real. And that little argument between the two parts of your brain is where the magic happens. You get that amazing chemical cocktail, the adrenaline rush, the endorphin release, that comes with a real survival situation, but your conscious brain knows you're perfectly safe. It's basically a biological hack. You get to experience the high and then this huge wave of relief, all without any of the actual danger. So we know why the alarm goes off, and we even know why we sometimes like it. But what about when it's going off all the time? When that work email has you in a panic? Well, the good news is you are not a slave to your amygdala. You can actually do something about it. You can consciously use your thinking brain, the high road, to send a message back to your primitive brain, the low road. It's kind of like the fire department showing up, checking things out, and telling the faulty smoke detector, hey, it's okay, it was just some burnt toast. You can stand down now. You have the power to regulate this response. And here is a simple but incredibly powerful tool to do exactly that. It's called box breathing. By focusing on this really deliberate pattern, you're forcing your thinking brain to take the steering wheel. You're manually slowing your heart rate and telling your entire nervous system that the danger has passed. It's easy to remember. Just breathe in for a count to 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 4, and hold for 4. It's a direct line to calming down that ancient alarm. Just understanding this system is the first huge step to getting a handle on it. Knowing that your brain is just doing its job, it's trying to protect you, even if it's overreacting a little, can completely change your relationship with fear. So the next time you feel that jolt of panic setting in, the question really is, how are you going to manage your own smoke detector?